Good day, all. Ira Epstein with your metals market wrap-up, and we're just getting on to 5:30 in the afternoon. That is daylight standard time. Got to get you saying that again. And today is Tuesday, and this is the 10th of March, 2020. This also means, because I'm at 5:30, that we're already into the Wednesday trade session. So the numbers you see behind me are part now of the Wednesday trade session. The markets that aren't open are blank right here, as you can see. Energy's stable. I didn't even look today to see what the key API numbers are. I'll be writing that in a little bit. I was more enamored with what was going on with the stock market as the president is trying to roll out some stimulus type packages to help people. He's trying to get a rollback on the payroll tax. I don't know if he's going to get everything yet. I was just watching an interview with Larry Kudlow on Fox as they were doing talk about it. And by the way, I'm going to be on Bloomberg tomorrow at 9:50 a.m. Central Time. So if you want to watch it, Bloomberg TV, I'll be on there. But the question is, how much is going to get passed? Can he get his own party to back it up? And the timing of all this. Timing's very important. The one thing that is happening is more cases in the U.S. are showing up. And we seem to be in something of a pattern that you, on a Monday, react to all the bad news on the weekend. More cases, blah, blah, blah. Then the market seems to get its footing late Monday, Tuesday. You get a reversal. Today was what we call a Tuesday reversal day. Then you play around for the next 2 days, and then you're back into this scenario. What do you do over the weekend again? Because they're already telling you more cases. Now, when you get a city like New Rochelle, and they are now putting out the National Guard to circle, well, I think it's a square mile there to not let people out of that area. They'll bring food to them and everything. This is in America. You got to start paying attention. Things are bad. Harvard today announced that their school is going to go and not hold classes. You're going to do them online for a bit. This is school after school, sporting event after sporting event. Now there's no press reporters allowed into Major League Baseball, the NBA places, everywhere you're going. And it is because this disease is going rampant. We are at the early stages of getting them. China's at the late stage of peaking, and Italy's unfortunately right in the thick of it, where the whole country was locked down yesterday. So gold, when you look at the closing chart, it's not in trouble. It's got up to a new high. It's backing off. For the week, it's down $20. Okay. The market is also, when we look at the daily bar chart, well, we've had an attempt at the highest high, and we got there, and you've backed off from it. When I step over and I look at swing lines, I realize there's no pattern. I have been telling you this is a vertical price rise. You didn't have any day where you had a lower low. You didn't have an opportunity there. Now the market's giving you that opportunity. Where's the neutral part on the chart? The 18-day average of closes. That comes in right now at this 1626 level. So I'll be watching that to see what goes on in the marketplace. I had eye drops put in today, so put up with my eyes. I'm sorry about that. You've got the higher high. You hit the upper Bollinger Band. One of my rules, you don't have to agree with them, it's one of mine, is the first time you hit an upper or a lower band, wherever it comes in, I think the pros take some money off the table. And it's more important when you have a wide band that theory of mine comes into play than when you've got these real narrow bands. Because out of narrow bands, you're always trying to get a breakout. And I have rules for what the breakout is. But what happened there is a backup in the market. Now we'll see if the support, and if the market gets supported against that 18-day average. Same thing here. Momentum got overbought. You're backing off a little bit. Both numbers are back under 70. If you go to yesterday, one of the numbers was over 70. So I'm getting that correction in prices. That's healthy. Now what the market has to do if it's bullish is, number one, keep the bias over the 18-day average and make a stand there that traders can trade with. I'm not saying it will or won't do that. When I look at the gold-silver ratio, okay, getting a little correction from the peak that the market hit, but silver still doesn't look good. We had this big outside day down on Monday. Today, on Friday, we did nothing tonight. You can't count today. This is Tuesday. Here's Monday. So in Wednesday's trade, we're not doing anything to do damage, but you're oversold as can be. But you've already been up here testing the water, got thrown back, and you're not trending. You have a higher high, lower low pattern. Copper rejected a breakout to the downside. Now, what do I mean by that? My theory, and these are just things that I teach, I need 2 closes under or 2 closes over a Bollinger Band when I have a narrow band in order to say I'm getting a breakout. I got the one yesterday, and what I said and wrote, I said you've got to close under that, but I think the market's going to fight to get back over it, and it's exactly what occurred today, and you're still at that point. So we're widening the bands, but you haven't broken out one way or the other. You're just churning inside of there. In the platinum market, well, you're not in a trend. You have a lower low, a higher high, and you're drifting sideways. But the momentum of the market is controlled by the slow stochastic when it embeds. Embedding means in this case it gets oversold and then both numbers that make it up go sideways under 20. And they do it for a set amount of days. When that happens, until the red line crosses back over 20 on a close, I contend the pros are selling these rallies. In the palladium market, battleground's clearly the 18-day average. The market is just whipping back and forth with no trend. It made a probe early on, challenged the lower Bollinger Band. What's the rule? That's where I think the pros are going to take some money off the table. What's the rule up there? Same thing. But you get narrow bands, you're looking to see are you getting a breakout momentum. So when I redo my charting course, and I will redo it sometime this year, I will really teach a lot more than's in it now, and that doesn't mean it's not good right now. I think it's really good, but I'm going to add to it, and I love to do that. Okay, in the dollar index, you lost the embedded reading on the close, only by 0.46, any reading over 20. So is it enough to say that the market's going to make a run back up, or does it re-embed? Had it been like a 23, 24 number, I'd feel more secure that it's going to run the other way. I don't have that right now. So you got to wait and see what happens. And as you can see, the other currencies are pretty flat right now. You know, one of the things that most of you know that I like to do is teach. And I like my research. I write 2 reports a day, typically put out 1 to 2 oral updates, do special video reports, and of course have my own studio here, enjoying what I'm doing. We cover at the Linn Group so many markets. It's the interest rate markets, stock markets. We give you something you don't see at other places. I don't know if you've ever seen what price counts are. But our price counts, once a trend sets in, you get a set of zones where the market typically starts running out of its momentum. It's unique to us. We wrote the programs. It's something proprietary, but we give you the tools to work with it. Figuring out the formula? No, we won't give you that. How do you get access to all this? Go to our website. Under the free offers, choose what you'd like. We'll be happy to work with you, or click right up here. You'll be taken right there. I'm Ira Epstein. Have a good day.